Alright, here we are back for another Golf Clash tutorial. Ghostly Glades, hole 6, par 5. Redesigned here. So here you can see we have, a headwind and, no real necessary need to, you break out a big ball in this type of situation. So you're just going to see me kind of play it with a little bit of topspin. Get somewhat aggressive towards the left-hand side and just curl it over. Make sure when you add your curl and everything that you don't add additional power to make sure that it doesn't overshoot, for instance. But here you can see that we just focus on keeping it in play here and setting ourselves up for a nice sniper approach into the green to where we can just fairway hop it and give it a very good potential chance to make an albatross. So that's what you'll definitely be looking forward to doing for this hole in most cases is going to this right hand side. Now let's just say hypothetically, we got a big tailwind. We can go over to this left side and we can play a hop bounce shot and try to ricochet it up into that left-hand fairway with our approach. But it will require a reasonable amount of a tailwind, and you'd probably have to go up to a Titan ball. So for most cases, going with a little bit smaller ball, we probably won't need too much side spin in most cases. So, I don't mind. The only reason that I don't like kind of what I'm doing is, the whole, ooh, look at this. Just trying to make sure that it goes through that tree. It looks like it does. And here you can see kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to I'll usually offset my guide just slightly. And, I'm just going to play it one per ring here. So let me rotate the screen here. And we'll play it, maybe just light of one per ring. So not quite 5.6 rings. Just a little bit on the light side because we're not at max club. So, and there you can see I got my perfect ball. Here it bumps up, comes in, and just a little bit too much on the ring adjustment, but you can see no real spin, didn't even touch it. It just kind of naturally just kind of runs out about perfect speed, more or less. All you have to do is get that line down. It looks like they possibly retouched some of the fairways. I can see some bumps up in here. I can see quite a few more in here. So you might have to, worry about these bounces a little bit more than you used to on the Sunshine Glades hole. And you can see this entire fairway looks completely bumpy. None of that used to exist. What that does is it creates so many inconsistencies. So one player to the next. You're going to have very different results, which can be, a little bit frustrating because, real golf courses, they have much more fluid fairways. There's definitely some spots where you might see stuff like that, but, it kind of takes the real element out of the game a little bit. So not a huge fan of when they do that, but it seems to be something that they always do. In any regard, here you can see, my opponent here should still be able to, salvage eagle out of this. Even, driving it in that rough there. In most cases, you'll be okay, especially if you use a Titan ball for sure. You'll be able to get up very aggressively towards the green here and still give yourself, a very good chance, especially with only a 3 mile per hour wind here. Should have to just play it about left edge. Oop, oop, oop. Great ball. So let's see how this comes in. So it was the great ball that ended up, being the reason that missed. Well, perfect ball probably would have been, dead center into the hole. So a little unlucky break there, but, in any regard, there you have that hole. Very straightforward, easy approach. Gives you a very good chance to be able to get that hole out for albatross. So good luck and catch you guys on the next one.